Chapter 1. It was a rather cold March for being in Kansas City, but that didn't stop the individual outside the door of the locksmith shop from pounding on it relentlessly. Nor did the clearly labeled sign posted on the glass that read, "Closed from 12 to 12:30 for lunch." Vee glared out the glass door, lazily eating her sandwich and sipping her can of off-brand soda. She certainly wasn't in the mood for this, even knowing the person on the other side of the door was easily a great deal stronger and faster than she would ever be. She kept her eyes firmly in front of her, making it clear she was blatantly ignoring him, despite the monstrous noise of the fist threatening to break the glass door. To further her irritation, her sandwich fell apart as she took a bite. This was the kind of sandwich catastrophe that couldn't be fixed. So you had to either eat the individual ingredients separately or ditch the idea of eating it all together. She looked at her ruined sandwich with disdain instead of the real perpetrator of its demise. Lunch was officially ruined. With a more than frustrated sigh, she crumpled the paper it had been wrapped in and deposited it in the waste bin behind the counter. She knew she might as well see what the hell the man banging on the glass wanted, even if her 30-minute lunch interval wasn't completely up. She walked slowly, leisurely to the door, taking her time, as she pulled the keys from her jeans pocket and unlocked the deadbolt holding the door closed. The tall, broad man yanked the door open as soon as the bolt cleared and stormed through, forcing her to back up to make room for him. His large eyes, startlingly soft for such a burly-looking man, burned with anger like an animal on the hunt. "Could you not pause your precious sandwich long enough to do that 15 minutes ago?" he asked. His voice boomed and shook the glass of the door and windows nearly as much as his fist had. The normally smooth brown skin of his face was dotted with a bit of wiry stubble, but it didn't hide the white line that formed as he clenched his teeth from anger or the cold. She wasn't totally certain. "Can you not read?" she asked defiantly, pointing to the sign without breaking eye contact with the fuming man. He sucked in a breath through his teeth, closing his eyes and trying to center himself. He could not lose his temper with her. Well, any more than he already had. "Damn it, Vee! What the hell is wrong with you? I came here because I was told to." "I can tell. When you come in just to chat, you usually don't attempt to break down my door. Why don't you go run back and tell Shane I'm not in the mood for whatever it is he sent you here for? I'm not here for you all to just harass at any given time, Tommy. I'm tired of this endless stream of drama you all keep bringing me into," she hissed. Her eyes narrowed and nostrils flared. "That we keep bringing you into?" He practically growled at her, stepping closer so he towered over her. They were under the impression that she had gotten herself into this on her own. They made that quite clear with their increasing expectations. Helping someone in need wasn't an open invitation to invade her life on a regular basis. "Get out of my shop," she said, her voice firm and stance unwavering. He was physically intimidating, but Vee learned a long time ago that even the most intimidating person was shocked when a small woman didn't cower at them, and that they would be the one to back down. "I can't leave here. I'm following orders," Tommy said, a bit more calmly, obviously trying to be more rational, despite the temper he had gathered from standing out in the bitter cold while she ate her lunch. Normally Tommy was much more easygoing, but the bone-chilling winter air seemed to make him unreasonably grumpy. "Call him, then," she practically spit, turning on her heel to go back behind the counter. It was times like this that she wished they didn't have a friendship. She hated yelling at him, but with this behavior, he deserved it. She didn't care how cold it was outside or how important Shane thought it was for Tommy to be there. She didn't appreciate him yelling and scolding her for not answering his demands. He watched her for a moment as she turned off the message from the machine so calls could come back through.